A few weeks ago, I was scrolling through Facebook and I stumbled across a post from Art Cheyenne looking for artists to, like a call for artists to have their artwork on display. And I end up looking through it, and it's like, you know what, there's this one that's kind of related to digital, so digital media and things like that. So I kind of somewhat jokingly, I don't want to say jokingly, but kind of jokingly, I commented and was like, what if I did put mine in there? And then they kind of encouraged me to actually do that. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll look into doing that. So I applied into there and of course got accepted. And of course, in the process, I've been waiting for this thing to get printed and everything like that. And it should be ready. So right now we're headed over to Artisan Printing here in Cheyenne to see about picking it up and pay off the last little bit of the receipt. There's a deposit. I'm not going to get into it too much here, but I'm really excited to see it. So I end up doing like my channel banner that's on my YouTube and Facebook and the different platforms like that. It's not the most accurate. There are some things that I could actually probably update, but either way, I wound up just go ahead and doing the artwork and getting it down to a good size where it looks pretty good perspective wise. And well, here we are. So I'll see you guys over at Artisan Printing here momentarily. Man, pretty cool. All right, it is the next day. Today we're going to be going out to Art Cheyenne, their art studio thing along 15th. It's in the Asher building these days. Going to be going over there and delivering the artwork for the month. So I think it'll be up for roughly a month. I know it'll be up there for Art Walk this upcoming month. And I think it's there until like June something or other. I'd have to look at the email again. Sorry about that. But we're on the way there now. Got to go downtown and find a spot over there nearby to park and drop it off. So I'll see you guys down there. Overall, I am pretty happy with how this thing turned out, though. I'm sitting here waiting at a red light here. Pretty happy with how it turned out. It looks pretty good. It actually looks probably a little bit better than I fully expected. Like, I was fully expecting that some of the smaller details might be lost in the print, but that's not what happened at all. It actually came out pretty decent. So I'm happy about that. All right, here we go. The Cheyenne Creativity Center, which is part of Art Cheyenne, is over here in the Asher building along 15th. So let's do it, shall we? Okay, so we have the artwork that's here. I guess it's kind of one of their, a calendar type of thing. As far as I understand, it's going to be, let's see if I don't know if they put it on this one. They might not put it on this one, but I think it's like the end of April, like start of May, when it ends up going on display, and then it'll be on display for about a month. This Friday Art Walk right here, it will be on display, so I'll have to probably come back out at that time and check out other people's art and whatnot. I just noticed they have some business cards here. That's cool. They have their own here. I ended up putting one of the Creativity Center stickers on the back of it. So yeah, kind of excited to see it on display once that time comes. Right now it's the Tiny Treasures art show. So here's the sign about it. There's a number of works here. So right here I noticed this one that was actually by Toby Lyles. He's the one that does the Voices on the Wind podcast. Of course, Dakota Lyles as well. Which this looks like a scene of books that are just everywhere. All kinds of different artworks. These kind of remind me of like the, what is it like? Is it? I can't even remember the guy that did that right now. I'm not thinking of his name, where he had the wheel around the human body. God, that's going to bother me now what that name is, and it'll probably come back to me later. Gosh, this one almost looks digital at first glance. Man, there's always some cool art in here every single time I come in here. Honestly, if I'd known about the call for artists sooner and it had been on my mind, I probably could have put my current work into this one, but I didn't know yet. There's no way I would have had it done in time for today. So there's this magazine that's around that shows all the bronze project, info about the bronze project. Looks like they have info about some of the events and stuff going on. Of course, there's Arts and Aviation Center. I actually don't have this, so I'm going to take one of those. Is this the same one? Yeah. So there you go. I'll have to blur this out because people's names, but... You're in Cheyenne, or coming to Cheyenne or whatever throughout the next roughly month or so. Hopefully by the time I post this video will be roughly when it's on display. You can come and actually see the channel banner from my YouTube and all that actually on display in a physical medium, which is pretty dang cool. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually a physical drawing. If you don't know the artwork that I do on my channel banners, it is actually a physical drawing that I drew, of course, in a digital format, but I still drew it. And in the case of the more, I shouldn't say more recent, I should say all of the artworks that I've done where it's this kind of flat art look, I've gone for parodying basically real life locations of places and kind of implementing them into more of what I would consider more of like a downtown-ish setting. Of course, I am kind of actually looking into possibly doing more of a fictional thing at some point, just because I want to be able to actually have it on shirts and stuff and actually have that option if I so choose. It'd be pretty cool to have it on there. I kind of have it on mouse pads, but I've had to blur it out because logos, right? I don't want to have places upset at me because I had their logo in it without their consent or whatever, but yeah, it'll be here for the next month, May 2026. All right, so update a few days later after I recorded those initial clips you just saw. That is on display, so it'll be on display for this entire month. This will be the last day you can view it, May 30th, 2026. Of course, my work is right here, and there are all kinds of different works. Most of these are not like fully digital like mine is, but of course you do have some over here by Dante that are actually fully digital. And of course, I think this is actually the cover photo for Between the Layers, as they're calling this month's call for artists. So you can see all the different artist names. Really cool stuff to see. I do recommend coming out and taking a look for it for yourself and actually getting to observe it versus just watching on the video, because you're not going to get the full picture on the video. Even here, for example, you're not even going to be able to see necessarily every single angle. You might be able to get a different angle on that glass. Anyway, pretty cool. It'll be here for the month of May, and it'll be here for the art walk this month. So hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.